What is the attraction of Eucharistic adoration in the Western Church? Why does the Eastern Church have the tabernacle on the altar, always remains there? And yes, the Eucharist is in repose in there, the consecrated bread. Why do we even have icons all over the place, even around and above the tabernacle? What is this effort by the Church East and West? It's to reclaim or to preserve the mystical. When people gravitate to Eucharistic adoration, think about that experience. It's a one-on-one with you and Christ. We call that a spousal prayer. It's not like the liturgical prayer where you're in a community, it's very public, you're all chanting, praising, doing the same hymns and words and so on. It's silence, right? Where it's your heart and the heart of Christ. That's called a mystical experience. Yes, mystical experience doesn't mean something real supernatural with somebody you just with, the stigmatas or levitating or something. Yeah, that's mystical. But by nature, human beings are all mystical. We're all mystics. Because mystical means living in that union of heaven and earth. We are by nature mystical, and we desire that. And if it's missing, we'll go in places to replenish it. In the West, it has been the recovery of the Eucharistic adoration, mystical prayer. In the East, it is in the tabernacle on the altar, veiled, concealed, mystery, and surrounded by icons. Two ways of achieving the same thing, of that mystical experience, that deep heart-to-heart, us and God, us and Christ. We call that spousal prayer. It's different than liturgical worship. And the mystery is what is missing in our world today. That's why people gravitated to Eucharistic adoration. Why the Eastern churches preserve their ancient design of churches with icons and so on. We're missing that. G.K. Chesterton, the great Catholic thinker, once said, and rightly so, the madness we have in this world, the modern world, a madman is not someone who's lost his reason. It's someone who has lost everything but his reason. See, because we just approach things reasonably, pragmatically, practically, utilitarianly, we're left empty. We're left without creativity, without that union with God, and therefore that real ability to have union with one another, to really have deep community, deep, lasting, loving marriages. That comes from the mystical, not just the rational. Yeah, the rational is there, it's important. But we've reduced everything to from here up. We forgot about from here down as a human person. And we relate to God deeply through our entire being. Yes, through our reason, intellect, but also through that which goes beyond all that, which can't be explained or stuffed into our head. It's in the mystical, something beyond all that, yet what is very, very real. Yes, we've lost everything, meaning the mystery, the mystical. We've lost all that except our reasoning. That's why we have madness in our world, and that's why we've gravitated back to the Eucharist, whether through Eucharistic adoration or as it is in the Eastern churches.